Okay. This brings us to our next topic that I like to call unwanted attention.
Unwanted, sometimes wanted.
Yes.
Sometimes
unnecessary. This is the case that we have going on right about to our right, top left. There's this guy who has literally turned his head around. He's poked his head out of his driver's window. It's really hot outside. He has his window down. And he's peeking out. And I can see him looking in his mirror towards the car. You know, I like to play a game when we're driving, like how many people will look our way, because I think it's kind of funny. But one guy literally just now, I wish I could, I'm not going to turn the camera around because I don't want anyone to see his face, but I wish I could point the camera at him so you could see how obvious he's being. He might even, he speeded. He might be a big Tesla fan. He might, he's still looking. He might watch the videos. He's actually slowing down to get on the side of the car. Who brought his Acura from. Awkward, to say the least. He actually slowed down just to see the car. Yeah. That's really, really awkward. It's probably not a problem you would have maybe on the West Coast or the Northeast or the places where Teslas are a little California, more common. Yeah. But Teslas aren't common here still. No. I can go to the supercharger right now and I know nobody's going to be there. Yeah. I'll be confident, even on a weekend, that nobody's going to be there. And if someone's there, they're traveling, they're not from here, you can tell their car is filthy because they've been on the road. I've never been to that supercharger and had to worry about which saw to plug in so I get the full charge and I'm not sharing a plug with someone. Yeah. It's usually pretty empty over there. But it's unwanted attention. Unwanted attention. What about the guy we saw on the interstate that time? That guy. We were going to get donuts that day? Yes, we had a craving for donuts. I won't go into that story, but I will tell you about the guy who followed us. Yes, he folled us. We were just on the road. It probably started around Sherwood, and then I think he ended up having to go to the 10-12 split. So that's about 5 miles. Yeah. It was a good little while. And then while he was following us, he was driving, no one else in the car with him. He pulled his phone out and began to record us. So he's no longer paying attention to the road at this point. His full focus is to the right. Like one point he was to our left, one point he was to our right. And I mean, that was strange. Then I said, "Oh, Zach, take off for him." I thought he would like that. Take off for him. So Zach took off. He also tried to take off. He didn't catch up right away, but when he did catch up, they never catch up right away. Oh, look at you, all cocky. Anyways, but it was just the fact that he had his phone out, no longer paying attention to the road, driving 70 miles per hour on the interstate in the fast lane, just flying, not paying attention. That's what I call unwanted attention. Like, it's fine to get oh yeah, you're driving a Tesla, ha ha ha, nice. Oh, we have plenty of these. Remember the guy who followed us home? Oh yeah. That was really creepy. It was 2 people in that car. Yeah, it was too. It was 2 people. It was like an older Toyota or something? No, it was an old Grand Prix. Oh, okay. So it was silver or white car? It was gold. It was gold? It was gold. It might have been like faded or something. It was like a light. You remember how my mom's car was? It was like a light gold. Oh, like that Impala gold down there. Well, anyway, yeah, we were turning into the neighborhood and I saw this car behind us. Didn't recognize the car. Nope. We pulled up in the driveway. Well, first of all, my husband, he bags into our driveway, into the garage. Yeah, so he followed us. Our neighborhood has a lot of turns. Yeah. And they followed us all the way to our house, which is weird because once you get in that direction, there are not that many people going that way where we wouldn't recognize the car. Yeah. And so it was crazy because, my husband, he bags in, so he was like, y'all can come around, and they just waited. And so finally he kind of just bagged in. They came by And then all of a sudden, they came back by driving really slow.
And we were just
waving in the car, like, hello. Hello. Yeah. Definitely unwanted attention. Like, that was really kind of scary, because I was like, I don't know these people. I don't know what they plan on doing.
Yeah, I was driving on range by myself, and I had the guy in the big lifted up truck with the big monster truck tires on it or whatever.
The mud tires.
And he signaled for me to roll down my window. I don't know why this is still the accepted symbol, because not a lot of people have
they don't have the roll. Yeah.
It should be like, or like, something like that.
Put your window down.
But yeah, he signaled for me to roll down my window just so he can yell, "Nice effing car, dude." And then he just drove away. Drove away. That was the end of it.
That seems like
I was like,
cool...
thanks.
South Park needs to do that. Just do that at random. Okay, just yelling at someone is unwanted attention. No one wants to be yelled at. And then he really didn't know who you had in the car. I guess he could see who you had in the car, but to yell that at someone and not know who's in the back seat.
I guess sometimes I bring it on myself, because the other day I was driving on the interstate. It was raining pretty bad, and there was a guy in a yellow Mustang GT with the black stripes on it, and I was in the left lane passing some cars. And I guess I wasn't passing fast enough for him, because he wanted to get in the right lane and he wanted to cut me off. He got beside me, he started revving his engine up and making a bunch of noise, and then eventually when he decided he was gonna do that, I just took off, because it looked like he was about to cause an accident. And he eventually gave me the middle finger, and I only saw it because he was in the rear view mirror like he was supposed to be. Rear view mirror. Do it back there. You be a bad driver behind me. That's how I feel about that. You see one out here, it's an event.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's like a parade. It was so funny when he got this car, and I told everyone that I wanted to take off from work, because we actually drove to Texas to get this car. And I told everyone, yeah, my husband's getting a new car and we have to go pick it up. And they're like, pick it up? A new car? What kind of car he getting? And I'm like, it's a Tesla. Oh, what? He's getting that? Oh, I have to see it. So now, anytime my husband comes, it's like a long list of people who want to see the car and who want to ride in the car. So whenever he comes, he has to show somebody his car, which is funny. But again, it's kind of the unwanted attention that you're going to get if you live in one of those states.
Doesn't bother me.
It bothers me a little bit.
Oh, what about the girls that were leaning on the car when we were in Raising Cane's?
Oh,
they took a picture. They took a selfie in front of the car.
New video. This is a whole nother video for discussion. We can't talk about that type of unwanted attention because it touches a deep string in my heart, and I just think I need to preach for a second.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Who's in there?
Here we in there.
What you gonna do?
Storming.
Unwanted attention, part 2 with the
unwanted. Yeah, Raising Cane's.
The Raising Cane's girls leaning on the car.
Oh yeah. Okay, so back to unwanted attention. We went to eat at Raising Cane's for my lunch break, and while we were in Raising Cane's, we noticed two very young girls driving a pretty big Tahoe. They couldn't drive it very well.
Oh, you should have saw that park job. It was a mess.
And if you don't know anything about me, you know that I freak out when anyone parks near my husband's car, because I know how much it means to him and I know how much it costs. So I freak out every time I see someone near his car.
Also, how much it costs to repair a little damage.
Yes. Yes. So these two girls pulled up next to his car, all bad, left out of Raising Cane's with no food, and then walked to Smoothie King. On their way to Smoothie King, they decided that it would be a great photo op to stand next to stand in front of my cousin's car. My husband's car. Stand in front of our husband's car.
We're from Louisiana, but I promise you it's not that type of a situation.
Yeah. My long lost cousin. So anyways, they decided to stand in front of my husband's car. One girl put her full palm on his trunk and decided to lean against it. So, as protective wife, what did I do? I jumped to, I don't know what I jumped to, but I jumped up and I said, oh, not today. And my husband's like, no, people always do that. People always do that. I said, okay. So when someone dents up your front, don't come crying to me. So what I wanted to just say was, and I know people probably watching this video, you guys fully understand not to touch anyone's car, not to sit on anyone's car. Because the jeans that they have out today, they have zippers on them. You don't want to lean against someone's car and scratch someone's paint up. Just be respectful. Cars are very expensive, and no one wants to replace that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Excuse you?
Okay.
It is really raining out here.
Got an ambulance.
That ambulance is driving really slow.
Gotta be going this way. They're coming up.
I don't know.
Up there. Another yellow Camaro.
Okay, guys, we like to play a game every time we go visit my husband's mom.
We're not that close yet.
But I have to explain the game before we get there.
Oh, okay.
So, what happens is there's this really nice neighborhood, and we only see, is it 2 color cars?
Black, white, silver, and gold.
Yeah, so about 4 color cars. That's the only color car that you will see going into this neighborhood. If we see a different color car, it's like shocking to us.
There's a good chance we might see an ambulance driving in there.
Jesus.
I mean,
I
don't know if he would be leaving out of the parish coming that way. If he doesn't turn left here, he's almost certainly going to be going into this neighborhood. But anyway, we just count the color of the cars. Well, we call out the colors of the cars that are coming out of the neighborhood and going into the neighborhood, just for fun.
Do you know that ambulance turned their lights off?
Guess it's not an emergency anymore. I don't know. We're almost at the neighborhood.
Okay, yeah, almost at the neighborhood. It's been so bad sometimes that when Zach is driving his car, people automatically think that he's going into the neighborhood, but he keeps straight, and people are like, whoa, you didn't turn into the neighborhood.
Black, I got a black.
Okay, 1 black. Do we have any more takers?
White.
Whoa, hold up now.
Red.
White and a rusty
Another
red.
white.
Another white.
Black coming out. There's another black?
Yeah. But we had a specialty color today. Rust red.
That was a special moment.
That was a special
We'll get
moment.
a lot of those going into the country club.
Nope. Not a lot of times, but
Shout out to that red Pontiac vibe.
stay strong. Keep hope alive. Edit that out.